My name is Arwa El Masri, and I am the third daughter in a Palestinian family of 7. And I was born in Saudi Arabia, and we travelled with my family to the United States and resided there for about 2.5 years when I was a child. So my first spoken words were English with an American accent. After that, we went back to Saudi Arabia for a short time, and we travelled to Australia for the first time in 1986. We stayed for about 1.5 years, and then a short visit back to Saudi Arabia. We came back in 1989, and we've been here since. I became an Australian citizen in 1990, and I'm married to football legend. He asked me to say that. To football hero Arwa El Masri, and we have 3 beautiful children, Lamia, Zaid and Serene, and we're proud parents. We're very fortunate that with Hazem's career and his achievements in football gave us a sort of an open door to, into a different world, I guess. And there's a lot of charities that Hazem's a part of as an ambassador. He's an ambassador for the White Ribbon Foundation for Violence Against Women. He's also an ambassador for Camp Quality, and he's also an ambassador for the Youth Off the Streets program. All of those charities have both of our support, so we always approach these things as a team and as a family. I think first and foremost, I'm a humanitarian, and that to me is a title that I'll never stop identifying myself with. For me personally, and I think even for Hazem, it was never a role that you put your hand up to do. It's something that that finds you. And I don't see myself as a role model for Muslim women. I see myself as being me. And if people identify with that, if people find something about you that they identify with, then that's beautiful, because you share that. Whether it's your honesty, whether it's your integrity, whether it's your kindness, it doesn't matter what it is. And I think that people don't realise that it's a lot more pressure than many can understand, because you automatically become a representative of an entire community that is so diverse within itself, and you sort of become accountable to some extent. I try my best to be me, and I think that that's the only way that I'll approach doing anything in the public arena, because I'll never pretend to be anybody else. So if that's what people identify with, then I'm happy. Wearing the veil to me was a long inner and personal debate that I had with myself for many years. And I think it didn't only take courage, but it took understanding of what the veil meant to me and what it is, what its significance is in Islam. And I think that when that moment came, I was far more comfortable with it than I was, not at ease. It's definitely an extension of my being, and from that moment on I felt, how did I ever, go out without it? It's something that represents my modesty. This is how I express my modesty, and the veil in Islam is pretty much a shield. I think that every woman has the right to how much people get to see of her. It's not, it's not people in fashion who decide what you wear and what you don't wear. You decide how much people get to see, and I think that is liberating. So for me, the veil is not only a religious commitment, but it's definitely a feminist one. Islam is actually a feminist religion, not only by my opinion, but by the opinion of many who understand and recognise women's rights in Islam. I think that what people miss is that there are intricate rules and obligations and rights to women within the religion, and this is, it's a holy book. It's not something that somebody wrote. It's not laws, man-made laws. If I give you an example, the rights to inheritance for women here in Australia were only introduced in the very early 1900s, but these were laid out in Islamic, in Sharia law in Islam, in the Quran, over 1400 years ago. That comparison, I think people will better understand how they view Islam as a feminist religion. There is an entire chapter in the Quran, I'm not sure how many pages it is, but there's an entire chapter dedicated to women. And there isn't one that's called men. So there are those elements that people need to investigate, I think. I think that's the only way that they'll find out. Just as well as to say that you know, there are some issues that people misunderstand about women's treatment within the religion. I believe that the true nature of Islam is peace and justice. And I think that people who understand Islam know that the most important thing about it is to worship one God. And I think that's something that continuously, again, gets missed in talking about what Islam is. When I did my research and learning about my own religion, I found that peace is an overlying element in every facet of the religion. And I think that's something that I'm very proud of, but I think that it has to be more communicated to people who don't understand it.